Hey everyone, you're watching Raw Reveal Network, your trusted source for all WWE matches, rumors, and updates. Hit that bell and let's dive in. The WWE Universe has been buzzing with speculation ever since Oba Femi, a rising star from NXT, publicly issued a challenge to Brock Lesnar for a potential showdown in 2026. This isn't idle chatter or fan wishful thinking. Femi made his intentions clear in interviews and public appearances, signaling that he's aiming high and believes he can compete with some of the biggest names in WWE history. The announcement has fans, analysts, and insiders alike debating what a clash between a rising powerhouse and a legendary figure could mean for both the performers and the broader WWE landscape. It's the kind of bold move that can define a career and set the stage for one of the most anticipated matches in years. Who is Oba Femi? Before diving into the challenge itself, it's important to understand the man behind the words. Born Isaac Odogbasis in Lagos, Nigeria, Oba Femi has quickly become one of WWE's most impressive physical athletes. Standing at 310 pounds of sheer power, he combines raw strength with agility honed through collegiate track and field experience. Femi is a two-time NXT champion and a former NXT North American champion, recognized not only for his dominance in the ring, but for his presence and charisma. He's portrayed as more than just a powerhouse. WWE Creative has positioned him as a future main roster star with championship potential, blending athleticism, intensity, and a sense of purpose that makes him stand out in a roster filled with talent. The public declaration Oba Femi made headlines on a recent interview when he openly expressed his desire to face Brock Lesnar. He framed it not as a fantasy, but as a realistic goal, a marquee matchup worthy of the grandest stage WWE can offer. Femi's statements signal confidence, ambition, and vision, showing that he's thinking beyond NXT and preparing to make an impact on the main roster. This public declaration serves multiple purposes. It excites fans, sends a clear message to WWE Creative, and positions Femi as someone ready to step into the spotlight against legendary competition. The candidness of his approach is rare, especially for a talent still establishing himself among WWE's elite. Why Brock Lesnar matters. Brock Lesnar's presence in WWE is synonymous with dominance and spectacle. A multi-time world champion and former UFC heavyweight, Lesnar commands attention with every appearance. A matchup against him carries weight not just for the performers but for the audience, because a strong showing against Lesnar can instantly elevate a rising star. Femi has acknowledged that a collision between himself and Lesnar would be a headline-grabbing event, and the sheer physical contrast between a hungry challenger and a veteran powerhouse creates natural drama. Fans are drawn to these matchups not only for technical skill, but for the storytelling. The tension of legacy versus ambition, experience versus hunger. Timing and narrative opportunity. The timing of Femi's challenge is significant. WWE has a rich tradition of building dream matches that culminate at major events, and the chatter about a 2026 showdown suggests the company is exploring long-term storytelling. With younger stars like Drew McIntyre, Braun Breaker, and Logan Paul pushing for attention on the main roster, a marquee matchup like Femi versus Lesnar could refresh interest and create a storyline with high stakes. WWE thrives on tension, escalation, and spectacle, and positioning a rising talent against a legend offers both competitive drama and a symbolic passing of the torch narrative. Fan reaction and speculation online forums, social media, and fan communities are already buzzing with theories about how the matchup could unfold. Some envision a WrestleMania showdown as a passing of the torch moment, while others speculate that Femi could earn a major victory to establish himself as a main event player. Debates about who would win, how the story should be booked, and what other talent might become involved are central to wrestling fandom. These conversations reflect more than idle fantasy. They indicate genuine audience investment. WWE often monitors fan response to gauge interest, and the growing excitement surrounding Femi versus Lesnar demonstrates that there's both narrative potential and commercial opportunity. Risks and rewards. Booking a high-profile match between a rising star and a legendary part-time performer comes with challenges. Timing, pacing, and narrative clarity are essential to ensure fans remain invested. Lesnar's limited appearances can make storytelling more complex, and Femi must deliver in the ring to validate the storyline. However, the rewards are equally significant. A well-executed program could catapult Femi into the main event spotlight, establish a generational rivalry, and generate buzz that extends beyond WWE programming. When executed thoughtfully, these matches can define careers, elevate the entire roster, and create lasting memories for fans. Implications for WWE's future. The potential Femi-Lesnar feud isn't just about two individuals. It impacts the broader WWE ecosystem. Top-tier storylines ripple across the roster, opening opportunities for other stars to join the narrative or be elevated by association. Allies or antagonists could emerge, creating multi-layered storytelling that benefits multiple performers. High-stakes matches like this reshape the landscape, influencing title scenes, merchandise sales, and fan engagement. In essence, Femi's ambition and Lesnar's legacy create a platform for WWE to tell a multi-generational story that captivates fans while pushing new talent to the forefront. The road ahead. If WWE decides to pursue this storyline, the key will be patience, storytelling, and careful character work. Femi must continue proving himself in NXT and on the main roster, building credibility and fan investment. Lesnar's appearances, carefully timed, will maintain his aura of dominance while giving the rising star room to shine. Promos, confrontations, and escalating tension will all be necessary to make the eventual match feel inevitable and meaningful. The narrative arc, ambition, challenge, tension, and payoff, is the framework for one of the most anticipated matches of the next few years. Why fans are invested. Fans are responding not only to the potential spectacle, but to the story's human element. Oba Femi represents determination, vision, and the pursuit of greatness, while Brock Lesnar embodies history, power, and the stakes of legacy. The emotional resonance of a younger star challenging an established icon creates anticipation, debate, and excitement. Audiences want to see whether Femi can rise to the occasion, whether Lesnar can be tested, and how the story will unfold. The engagement is organic, rooted in appreciation for skill, storytelling, and athleticism rather than superficial hype. A potential main event moment, WrestleMania 42, scheduled for April 2026, would provide the perfect stage for this confrontation. Historically, WrestleMania has hosted career-defining matches, high-stakes rivalries, and legendary showdowns. A Femi versus Lesnar match fits naturally within that context, offering spectacle, drama, and a storyline that fans can follow for months. Whether it's WrestleMania or another premium event, WWE has an opportunity to craft a moment that elevates both performers and creates a memory that resonates across the wrestling world. Conclusion. A saga in the making. Oba Femi challenging Brock Lesnar represents more than a single match. It's a statement of ambition, confidence, and narrative potential. The collision of a rising star's hunger with a legendary figure's dominance promises drama, athleticism, and high stakes. For WWE, it's an opportunity to showcase emerging talent while honoring its legacy. For fans, it's the chance to witness a generational showdown that could redefine careers. Whether Femi wins or delivers a monumental effort, the match itself is poised to elevate his status and captivate audiences worldwide. The excitement is building, the speculation is growing, and the story is only beginning to unfold.